Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our subject is contemporary issues and trends in education. It is lecture number 23 and its code is EDU 381. Our topic is quality education. Today our outlines are quality education, quality education according to UNESCO, goals of quality education, purpose of quality education, what we need to improve quality education, quality indicators, factors affecting quality education, and dimensions of quality education. Okay, what do we mean by quality education? The meaning of quality education is one that is pedagogically and developmentally sound and educates the students in becoming an active and productive members of society. A quality education is not one that is measured purely by a test score or by how many words per minute a 5-year-old can read. Those who are being educated have rather a difficult time with their parents, their educators, and their fellow students. Already the tide of struggle, anxiety, fear, and competition has swept in. They have to face a world that is overpopulated with undernourished people, a world of war, increasing terrorism, ineffective governments, corruption, and the threat of poverty. So, this threat is less evident in affluent and fairly well organized societies, but it is felt in those parts of the world where there is tremendous poverty, overpopulation, and the indifference of inefficient rulers. So, this is the world that the young people have to face, and naturally, they are really frightened. They have an idea that they should be free, independent of routine, should not be dominated by their elders, and they shy away from all authority. First of all, if we see that quality, what is quality? Means effectiveness or efficiency. The quality of educational process experienced by students. When we deal with quality education, so we mean a standard education must be given to all. The content or syllabus must be same for all. Improve with the passage of time. So freedom to them means to choose what they want to do, but they are confused, uncertain, and want to be shown what they should do. The student is caught between his own desire or freedom to do what he wants and society demands for conformity to its own necessities, that people become engineers, scientists, soldiers, or specialists of some kind. So this is the world students have to face and become a part of through their education. So it is a frightened world. We all want security physically as well as emotionally, and having this is becoming more and more difficult and painful. Now, what is definition of quality education? We know that an education that is well designed to provide the recipient with an all-round development of skills and potentials to achieve success in their future endeavors in our society. A good quality education is one that provides all learners with capabilities they require to become economically productive, develop sustainable livelihoods, contribute to peaceful and democratic societies, and enhance individual well-being. Remember that it is an education in which its curriculum is of great quality and designed to impart relevant skills, knowledge, enabling students to gain academic competencies by or for social economic survival. A quality education is one that focuses on the whole child, the social, emotional, mental, physical, and cognitive development of each student, regardless of the gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or geographic location. It prepares the child for life, not just for testing. Come to the brief definition of quality education. So, education is the most important tool for the betterment of humanity as well as to develop modernization in civilization. Quality education enables students to develop all of their attributes and skills to achieve their potentiality as human beings and members of society. Quality depends upon characteristics of what? Characteristics of learners means learners should be healthy, motivated students. Then processes means competent teachers using active methodologies. Then content means relevant curricula should be there. And system, good governance and education should be there. Quality education is not only a responsibility of teacher. So there must be a public responsibility to ensure all citizens the right to receive quality education. So there are different ways for policymakers that they can improve the quality of education. Like they can acknowledge and address overcrowding. They can make funding schools a priority and address the schools to presence pipeline, raise standards for teachers, put classrooms running and curriculum building decisions in the hands of the community. Then UNESCO's conceptualization of quality education. UNESCO's vision of quality is one based in human rights and an understanding of universal human values. It recognizes the cultural and historical roots of learning and knowledge and the realities of the 21st century. It is a unifying concept that is not uniform. The meaning of quality education is one that is pedagogically and developmentally sound and educate the students and becoming an active and productive member of the society. A quality education provides the outcomes needed for individuals, communities, and societies to prosper. The quality of education is the first priority of UNESCO. A ministerial roundtable conference on quality of education that was held in Paris in 2003. UNESCO promotes access to good quality education as a human right. Then we discussed that what is meant by the quality educational goals. As David Lee said that to us, the ultimate goal of education is to spark a pursuit of knowledge in the child so that they keep on learning as they grow into whoever they choose to be. Talk STEM, innovation making things better for our world. We have to teach kids this innovative mindset. Quality education goals includes academic excellence, improve academic standards, applied learning, lifelong academic skills. Remember that a quality education is one that focuses on the whole child, means its social, economic, emotional, mental, physical, and cognitive development of each student, regardless of their gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or geographic locations. Remember that it always prepares the child for life, not just for testing. Then there is some purpose of quality education. What is that purpose of quality education? Purpose of quality education is to determine the educational needs of students, then to improve the quality of education, make education accessible to everyone, to create a system of quality education in school we need A quality education provides the outcomes needed for individuals, communities, and societies to prosper. It allows students to align and integrate fully with their communities and access a range of services across sectors designed to support the educational development of their students. This is adequate resources and budgets, then educational practices based on research and discussions. Remember that education is the most important tool for the betterment of humanity as well as to develop modernization in civilization. In every government, education is considered to be the most essential pillar that holds whole nation together and leads the state toward ultimate success. Education is at the heart of both personal and community development. Its mission is to enable each of us, without exception, to develop all our talents to the full and to realize our creative potentiality, including responsibility for our own lives and achievement of our personal aims. Quality education based on what? The first one is learner's characteristics, then inputs, then outputs, and then context. Quality education enables students to develop all of their attributes and skills to achieve their potentiality as the human beings and members of society. Quality education therefore implies looking into what desirable changes the educational institutions want to make in each student, setting a high standards and help the students work toward them. Then there are some factors at which quality of education depends. What are those factors? The first factor is language factor, then religious factors there, then the geographical factor, then economic factors there, then historical factors there, then political factor, and then social factor. So there are some examples of quality indicators. Some of the quality indicators are instructional leadership, teacher quality, parent and community involvement, effective instructional programs. Examples of quality indicators include number of beds and types of services available, whether the hospital is accredited or has other type of specialist certification, the use of electronic patient medical records or prescription, like this is just if we talk about hospitals. Then percentage of physicians who are based certified, nurse to patient staffing ratios. So remember that education systems are typically analyzed in terms of the context, specific input, social or institutional processes, and outputs or outcomes. Indicators can be developed to measure issues that fall under each of these categories. And orderly learning environment. So these are some examples of quality indicators. Now there are some dimensions of quality education. So what are those dimensions? The first one is quality learners. The second one is quality learning environments. Then quality content. Then quality processes. Then quality outcomes. So there are some special features of the quality education, like quality education is a human right and a public good. Governments and other public authorities should ensure that a quality education service is available freely to all citizens from early childhood into adulthood. Quality education provides the foundation for equity in a society. Quality education not only enlightens but also empowers citizens and enable them to contribute to the maximum extent possible to the social and economic development of their communities. A quality education is one that focuses on the whole means the social, emotional, mental, physical, and cognitive development of each student, regardless of their gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or geographical locations. It prepares the child for life, not just for only learning outcomes. Quality education provides resources and direct policies to ensure that each child enters schools healthy and learn about the practices a healthy lifestyles, learns in an environment that is physically and emotionally safe for students and adults. The quality education provides the outcomes needed for individuals, communities, and societies to prosper. It allows schools to align and integrate fully with their communities and access a range of services across the sectors designed to support the educational development of their students. Quality education is supported by three key pillars: ensuring access to quality teachers, providing use of quality learning tools and professional development, and the establishment of the safe and supportive quality learning environments. The first one is quality learner. Quality learner means good health and nutrition, early childhood psychosocial development experiences, regular attendance for learning, family support for learning. Then second is quality learning environment. Physical elements like quality of school facilities, interaction between school infrastructure and other quality dimensions, class size, psychosocial elements, peaceful, safe environment, teachers' behavior that affect safety, effective school discipline policies, then non-violence. Third one is quality content. Quality content means student-centered. It should be non-disciplinary, standard-based curriculum structures, uniqueness of local and national content, literacy, life skills, challenges in each enriching large number of children with quality content. Then the fourth one is quality processes. Educational quality centered on system inputs, infrastructure, pupil teacher ratios, curricular content, and teachers training. In quality outcomes, quality learners outcomes are intentional, expected efforts of the educational system. These are the results after providing quality inputs. Outcomes related to community participation, learner confidence and lifelong learning. Health outcomes, life skills and outcomes, achievement in literacy and numeracy, using formative assessment to improve achievement outcomes. Then quality education focus on what? Input, processes and outcomes the leading to quality education. Then approaches to quality education. We may distinguish two principal approaches, the human capital approach and human rights approach. The human capital approach to educational quality is supported by the new liberal conception of the school's mission and of the identity of the teaching profession based on the quasi-market principle, like humanistic approach and behaviorist approach. Critical approaches are there, adult education approaches are there, and indigenous approaches are there. If we talk about humanistic approach, people learn basic norms, rules, regulations, and values of society through education. Moreover, high quality education enables us to lead a successful life, enhances our intelligence, skills, knowledge, and brings positive changes in our life. So, we need good doctors, good engineers, good lawyers, and good teachers. After all, good citizens on one only ensuring availability of the quality education. According to humanistic approach, every human is unique and have equal rights based on meaning making by acquiring knowledge. All human needs quality education. There must be no discrimination between rich and poor or male and female. And education for all should be there. In behaviorist approach based on change behavior via specific stimuli. Learners are not intrinsically motivated or able to construct meaning for themselves. Human behaviors can be predicted and controlled through reward and punishment. Then critical approach is there. This is about education tends to reproduce the structures and inequalities of society. According to critical theorists, education that promotes social change, a curriculum and teaching methods that encourage critical analysis of social power relations and of ways in which formal knowledge is produced and transmitted. In adult education approaches, in the adult education tradition, experience and critical reflection in learning is an important aspects of quality. In indigenous approaches, learners have rich sources of prior knowledge accumulated through a variety of experiences. Learners should play a role in defining their own curriculum. Learning should move beyond the boundaries and learn through non-formal education. Then quality education in Pakistan. In Pakistan, policymakers put great emphasis on quality education. The main focus of these policies on education for all. The Societies for Access to Quality Education was established in Pakistan under Ordinance 1961 in August 2010. Poor quality of education in Pakistan. Over 7 million primary aged children do not attend schools, according to the 2011 report by the Pakistan Education Task Force. According to the 2011 Annual State of Education Report compiled by the South Asian Forum for Education Development, 45% of grade 5 students in public schools can only read a grade 2 level story in Urdu. The number is only slightly better in private schools. So there are some reasons for poor quality education. What are those reasons? Like in Pakistan, there are many private schools. They have their own curriculum, which is totally different from government schools. Then they mostly use Oxford curriculum in private schools. Parents prefer private schools for their children. In government schools, teachers are no doubt experienced, but they are not willing to teach. Then there are issues and hurdles in access of quality education. What are those issues and hurdles? Like lack of resources, accountability, ghost schools, less budget, untrained teachers, poverty, child labor, extremely low level of public investment, insufficient financial input, and poor quality of management, monitoring, supervision, and teaching. Then there are some efforts to improve quality by education sectors, like improvement in curriculum, changes in textbooks according to the need of students. Based on ideology of the country, focuses on ethics, norms, values, and culture. Free education is there for 1 to 10th class. Government took many steps to improve quality education, improve education quality and competition in higher studies by introducing schemes like solar systems, laptop distribution. Now there are 6 goals for 2015. Expand early childhood care and education. Provide free and compulsory primary education for all. Promote learning and skills for young people and adults. Increase literacy rate by 50%. Elimination of gender disparities. Enhance education quality. Quality education Pakistan versus Bangladesh. Bangladesh is also a developing country, but from the last few years they are putting great emphasis on quality of education. That's why their education system is improving day by day. Bangladesh duration of compulsory education is 5 years. Education spending GDP percent 2.4%, ranked 119th. Literacy rate by sex age 15 plus 2003, and that was 58.4%. And in Pakistan, duration of compulsory education 5 years. Education spending GDP percent is 1.8%. This is ranked 127. Literacy rate by sex age 15 plus in 2003, 54.3%. So there are some suggestions to improve quality education. Means the quality of education includes the physical facilities as well as the faculty and curriculum. The actual dynamics of teaching and learning. The target of quality education can only be achieved by bringing some revolutionary changes to ensure better planning. More funding should be there and enhanced physical facilities. Ongoing monitoring, meaningful research, good faculty training, relevant new syllabus, effective classroom dynamics, better educational governance, involvement of all kinds of human resource and strategic quality. So this was all about these lessons. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.